Hello, Steve White, Steve White 89. Well, saw a little thing on the ThunderCats, which kind of interested me. Apparently, the original series and the good Cartoon Network series that was done in 2011, which was just basically a reboot, which was done in sort of similar serious action adventure series style, have both moved to Hulu, which I'm guessing is going to do quite well because they're great shows. I've only seen a little bit of the new show. I haven't seen the whole season because, sadly, it was supposed to have 52 episodes in the season, but they cut it to 26 and then cancelled it. Apparently, the toys didn't sell or something. I don't know the politics of it, but it's sad because it looked good and it's the way it should have been rebooted in theory. I mean, they probably could have stuck more to the original. It might have done better with the older fans, but it looked really good. And of course, Thundercats Raw was an abomination, also done by Cartoon Network, which I didn't realize they did this. The same people did the series, the same channel. I just realized that now when I was doing a little bit of research. But I'm really, really hoping, because there was talk of a Thundercats movie, and I want to see this because we got a He-Man movie. It wasn't great, but I mean, it's good in its own way. They spent a lot of time on Earth. We didn't see a lot of Eternia. But it was still good. I enjoyed it. It's certainly gotten a camp cult following. We didn't get a Thundercats movie. We got an animated movie, apparently, which I never saw. I think it was animated, split into episodes and shown that way. I still have yet to determine whether it's a separate movie, I've never seen it, or if it was episodes that I saw, because I've got the whole series, and I marathoned the whole series when I got it on DVD years ago. But I don't really remember a lot about it. I just grew up with it and remember it, so... But there's been talk for a while of a Thundercats live-action movie. Just like as soon as Transformers was big, everyone was talking about Thundercats, He-Man. So I think it was announced around the same time, but it never happened. I think everyone was excited at first at the idea of a live-action show, just with a movie with actors just made up to look like the characters, because they're very human-like. It could be easily done. And even if they augmented with CGI, it wouldn't be that complicated. But then they started talking about cheaping out and doing just an animated cartoon, and then everyone lost interest, I think is what happened. Because we want to see it for real. We want to imagine... We love these characters. We love the show. We imagine it's real. We suspend our disbelief and go into these worlds and immerse ourselves in them, and we want to believe they're real. So we want to see them on the big screen in real life. Real people. Not CGI or animated, because it's just the same. It's just another cartoon. I mean, that's okay, but we've already had a cartoon. We want it live action, and I got really excited thinking that and He-Man were going to happen. 10 years later, neither have happened. Now, there was talk of He-Man actually being made. It was supposed to be filming, I think, now or something, and it's been pushed back thanks to the Corona Zone. But I'm not sure it's actually going to happen. It seems so easy to do a film like this and make it work. Just stick to the original. The original fans will love it. New fans should love it too, since the original was good. Why wouldn't people this idea that you have to change everything for new people when it worked the first time? It doesn't make any sense, except I think a lot of people just use that as an excuse due to licensing, because if they change everything, then they get the rights and they get the money and the licensing money, whereas if they use the original work and the original stories and ideas and designs, they have to pay the original people for it. They really just want to buy the copyright, buy the title, and create their own movie and sell it on the backs of the popularity of the original without actually adhering to or acknowledging or celebrating the original. So this is a syndrome that's happening in Hollywood. A lot of 80s stuff has been remade in name only, and a lot of fans have been upset because they've paid the money and not gotten what they were promised. I just don't see... I mean, I just don't understand why the people who own the licenses, instead of selling the license to someone to use in name only, just produce it themselves and do it true to form, get all the money, get all the benefits from it. And same with He-Man, same with Star Trek. Now Paramount and CBS have merged again. Maybe they can do that. Instead, CBS had the rights and were selling it to Paramount with limitations, and then selling it to a production company, Secret Hideout or Bad Robot, which Secret Hideout was from Bad Robot, to produce the show. Instead of them just doing it and doing a true Star Trek series, they sold these limited licenses that they couldn't really do a real Star Trek show, and the fans have hated it. This is the same thing we see happening. I don't want this to happen to ThunderCats, and what I'm hoping, the whole point of this was, if it does well on Hulu, I'm hoping it'll drum up interest for a real film, a live action film, and also one that sticks true to the original, because if it's doing well and it's not just, you know, the old fans coming back, like buying the DVDs and that, but actual people, younger people, new people just watching it and seeing that it's good and enjoying it for what it is, and it being popular and doing well, maybe that will help it get a movie. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping this motivates someone to make an actual live action movie, and I'm just happy to see the shows I love coming back on some form and being shown in syndication, being shown on streaming, being shown on cable or whatever, because it exposes new people to it, people who wouldn't know it by name or wouldn't have an affection or a knowledge of it and wouldn't go out and seek the DVDs or, you know, whatever. And I just think it's really important for shows not to be relegated to just fans owning it on DVD and it never being seen again. These shows need to be aired, they need to be there for new fans to discover, and I'm hoping that's what's going to happen with this. So I'm feeling oddly optimistic about it. I mean, people were just talking about, oh, it's being going to Hulu, this is good, people will see it. I don't think there's any talk of a movie or anything. I'm just assuming that. I didn't really read the articles, and I think who did a video? Clownfish did a video. I haven't watched it yet, but just the idea of it being aired again, the idea of it being available to new people who will just watch it because they're just looking for something to watch. ThunderCats, what's this? It sounds cool. I'm hoping it gets a new audience, because I don't know what went wrong with the 2011-2012 series. I don't know why it didn't catch on. I don't know what the politics and legalities of it were, but it looked good. It should have done better. ThunderCats Raw was an abomination that Cartoon Network just defended to the end, and had a lot of the old, oh, let's trash the original, trash the fans, disrespect the fans, and sell this new product as better, and sell it on the basis that, oh, we're doing a better job than the original, which you could maybe argue if you were doing a similar type of series, like an action-adventure series, you say, well, like the She-Ra one, they tried to say it was better than the original. It wasn't, but at least you could at least claim that, because they were not similar, but they were at least in the same, almost in the same ballpark. Whereas ThunderCats Raw and the real ThunderCats, there's just no comparison, and for people to trash the original artists, the original actors, the original fans, to support and promote that one was just hideous. So I'm really hoping Raw just disappears and is forgotten about, and they make a film based on the original characters. Or I wouldn't be that upset if we just got another series that actually, because it's on streaming, it doesn't have the same limitations as a TV series on a network or syndication or whatever they released it in. Maybe it'll last longer and we'll get just some good ThunderCats. But I feel like we got enough episodes with the original series. I want to see a movie. I want to see something not different, but just bigger and real, like a real live action movie. Doesn't even have to be a blockbuster, just, you know, a proper feature film is what I want. So I'm going to leave it there with my hopes high in the air, and feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. If you know anything about it, let me know. I'm going to go read some of the articles, which I should have probably read before doing this, but I just got so excited I want to talk about it. If there's some big secret hidden in the articles I didn't know about, well, I'll do another video, whatever. I'm going to go. Thanks, bye. Hi, I just wanted to add, had a look at a few articles, and they did actually add ThunderCats Raw to Hulu as well. It's just all the articles I saw were ignoring it, because that's the best way to deal with ThunderCats Raw, just pretend it doesn't exist. But I just wanted to say that just so it didn't look like I didn't pay attention. Thanks, bye.